I'm Jeanette Peterson. On December 4th, 2001, our family's life changed forever. That morning, we had everything. We had 3 healthy sons, 2 pregnant daughter-in-laws, 3 amazing grandchildren, and what we thought was a great life. But later that day, our son Ben was killed in a tragic accident. I had known about Hope for Bereaved because my sister, unfortunately, had been widowed twice, and I knew that Hope was a great source of strength for her. She found great comfort going to the meetings, meeting other people, and I was always grateful that Hope for Bereaved was there for her. Of course, I never expected to use it for myself. The day that Ben died, I remember her walking through my front door, handing me Hope for Bereaved's book and saying, "Jeanette, when you're ready." It was months later before Lauren and I had the strength to go to a meeting. And that was the beginning of our hope. Because while we were there, we met so many other people who were in the same situation. It was the first time that we realized we weren't the only ones whose child had died. We weren't the only ones whose lives had changed. Through meeting the other parents in the bereaved parents group, and through just all of our sharing, we gained strength. And now that it's almost 10 years later, I've been able to give back because of the strength that I was given from all the other people that I've met along the way. I was able to give back by working at the garden for years. That was a gift to me. They thought I was giving them a gift, but truthfully, that was my gift from Hope for Bereaved. While I was there tending the garden, I met so many people who came to see nature, and I realized that for me, nature was my greatest source of comfort. My son loved being out in nature. I've always felt connected to him whenever I'm outside, whenever I'm digging in the dirt or just enjoying the scenery. I made great friends through Hope for Bereaved, people I never would have met, and I like to think that that's one of the gifts that I have received from Ben over the years. Hope for Bereaved is a place that you can go, and for free of charge, you can have counseling. You can meet with people who are going through the same thing that you're going through, people who really understand you. There's so many places that you go and you're so isolated when you're grieving, and no one really gets it. But at Hope for Bereaved, every single person there gets it. And that is what you really need the most. The book that Hope for Bereaved has been so helpful, was so helpful to us in the beginning, and so much so that I can't even count how many I've given to other people. It's just a great source of education and of comfort, because you'll read an article that's in there that's written by someone and you'll say, "Oh, I guess I'm not going crazy, I'm grieving." Hope for Bereaved is an organization that no one ever wants to be part of. And it's in the back of your mind. You might hear about Hope for Bereaved, but you don't really have a clear understanding of what it's all about until you personally are affected by the death of a loved one, and you know that you can't make that journey of grief on your own. Each month that we went, we kind of got to know people's stories, and we looked forward to knowing how they had survived the month before. That is part of the hope journey.